Unbreakable Bonds, a journey of true love. Alex always felt that life was more than just the everyday routine of school, sports, and hanging out with friends. Even as a teenager in a small town, Alex wondered about the kind of love that wasn't just about crushes and fleeting moments, but something deeper. A love that could carry you through life's ups and downs. This is the story of Alex's journey, a journey guided by ancient words that still speak loudly today. One crisp autumn afternoon, Alex found themselves wandering through the town's old chapel. The building was a quiet refuge with high arched ceilings and stained glass windows that painted the floor in a mosaic of colors. It was a place where time seemed to slow, and every whisper of wind through the cracks of old wood carried a secret promise. As Alex walked slowly down one of the long rows of pews, their eyes caught sight of an old Bible left open, as if waiting for someone to notice it. On the page, a familiar passage shone in the dappled sunlight. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. Reading these words, Alex felt as though the Bible was speaking directly to their heart. They imagined love as a gentle guardian, someone who remains calm in the chaos of life, who offers kindness even when the world isn't kind in return. It wasn't about the fireworks of a new crush or the excitement of a first date. It was about the quiet strength that emerges when you care for someone deeply. In that still moment, Alex made a silent promise to themselves to practice patience and kindness in every relationship, whether with a friend, a family member, or a future partner. Over the next few weeks, Alex tried to live out that promise. At school, they listened more carefully to friends, offered help without being asked, and even found moments to forgive when misunderstandings arose. But even with these small victories, Alex still felt that something was missing, a connection that resonated on the same deep level as the verses in that old Bible. One bright Saturday morning, while volunteering at a community center that organized events for local kids, Alex's life took an unexpected turn. It was there, amidst laughter and the energy of youth, that Alex met Jamie. Jamie had a calm confidence about them and an easy smile that seemed to say, "I believe in the goodness of life." Their conversation flowed naturally, touching on everything from dreams for the future. During a quiet moment, while they sat on the steps outside the center, Alex recalled another verse that had come to mind. "He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord." Although this passage was originally meant for a lifelong partnership, Alex saw a deeper truth in it. Finding someone who truly understands and supports you is a rare and precious blessing. As Alex looked into Jamie's eyes, they felt that same sense of divine favor, a quiet assurance that their meeting was more than just coincidence. In the following weeks, Alex and Jamie began spending more time together. They walked through the town's quiet streets, talked about their hopes and fears, and shared stories of past struggles and small victories. Their friendship slowly grew into something more meaningful, a connection built on honesty and mutual respect. One evening, as they sat under a canopy of stars in a nearby park, Jamie mentioned another verse that had been on their mind. "That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh." Genesis 2:24. They discussed how the verse wasn't just about marriage, but about the idea of creating something new together, a partnership where both individuals come together to build a shared life. Alex realized that, much like the joining of two lives into one, true love required both partners to let go of old habits and to grow together. It was about learning to see the world from a shared perspective, where the dreams of one became the dreams of both. However, as with any journey worth taking, there were moments when life tested their bond. One chilly winter evening, after a heated discussion over a misunderstanding, Alex and Jamie found themselves on opposite sides of a bitter argument. Hurtful words had been exchanged, and the warmth of their connection seemed to fade into the cold silence of the night. In the days that followed, both felt the sting of regret, wondering if their budding relationship could survive such a storm. In the midst of that uncertainty, Alex remembered a powerful passage from the Bible that suddenly took on new meaning. Many waters cannot quench love, rivers cannot sweep it away. If one were to give all the wealth of one's house for love, it would be utterly scorned. Song of Solomon 8:7. The verse painted a picture of love that was as enduring as it was passionate, a love that could not be washed away by even the strongest currents of hardship. Sitting alone by the window on a rainy afternoon, Alex reflected on how their argument was just one small ripple in the vast ocean of what they were building together. With this newfound understanding, Alex decided to reach out to Jamie with an open heart, apologizing for the hurtful words and expressing a sincere desire to work through their differences. Their conversation that evening was tender and honest. Jamie admitted feeling deeply wounded, but also confessed that the love they shared was worth fighting for. Together, they resolved to see their conflict as an opportunity, a chance to learn how to communicate better, to listen more deeply, and to strengthen the unquenchable bond that had brought them together. As the seasons changed and their relationship deepened, Alex and Jamie began to understand that true love was about more than just forgiveness. It was about sacrifice. One day, while sitting in a quiet corner of the town library, Alex came across another verse that struck a chord. Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Ephesians 5:25. Even though the verse was specifically addressed to husbands, Alex saw it as a universal call to love selflessly and unconditionally. It wasn't about keeping score or expecting something in return. It was about giving without hesitation, about being willing to put someone else's needs before your own. This idea became a guiding light for both Alex and Jamie. Whether it was through sharing the small burdens of daily life or making difficult decisions together, they learned that every act of selfless love was a brick laid in the foundation of their future together. As time went on, the lessons from these scriptures wove themselves into the fabric of Alex and Jamie's everyday lives. They celebrated small victories, a kind gesture, a heartfelt conversation, or a moment of shared laughter, as signs that their bond was growing stronger. In every challenge and every triumph, they found that the timeless words of the Bible were not just ancient texts, but practical guides for living a life filled with compassion and commitment. The true test of their commitment came one bright spring afternoon during a special community gathering held in the town square. Friends, family, and even neighbors had come together to celebrate new beginnings. It was here, under a sky painted with the soft hues of sunset, that Alex and Jamie decided to take the next step in their journey. With hearts full of hope and gratitude, they made a promise to each other, a promise that was as sacred as it was personal. In that very moment, Alex recalled another cherished verse. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Matthew 19:6. Standing side by side, they felt the profound truth of those words. Their love was no longer just about two individuals navigating life on their own. It was about a deep, unbreakable bond that had been blessed and protected by a power greater than either of them. The promise they made wasn't a grand, public declaration. It was a quiet, heartfelt commitment to face life's challenges together, no matter what lay ahead. Looking back on the journey, Alex realized that the path to true love had been paved with small, everyday choices. A choice to be patient when frustration bubbled up, a choice to forgive when hurt had taken root, and a choice to listen with an open heart when misunderstandings threatened to pull them apart. The Bible's verses had provided a roadmap, one that guided them step by step, from the hopeful beginnings in the quiet chapel to the profound realization of a love that endures all things. For any love seeker, Alex's story is a reminder that true love isn't found in the rush of emotions or the thrill of first impressions. It is discovered in the quiet moments of reflection, in the courage to forgive, and in the willingness to put someone else's happiness above your own. Whether you're searching for that special connection or nurturing the one you already have, remember that the journey of love is made up of daily acts of kindness, sacrifice, and unity. As you go through your own life, imagine every interaction as a chance to practice these lessons. Picture yourself in the old chapel, feeling the warmth of the stained glass and the gentle glow of the Bible's timeless words. Let those words remind you that love is patient and kind, that it unites and transforms, and that it is a gift meant to be cherished and nurtured every day. In the end, the story of Alex and Jamie is not just about two people finding each other. It's about discovering the beauty of a love that endures, a love that is built on a foundation of compassion, resilience, and unwavering commitment. It teaches us that when we choose to live by these ancient truths, we create a life where every challenge becomes a stepping stone, and every moment of joy becomes a celebration of a love that is truly unbreakable. So, if you're out there searching for love or already walking its path, remember the journey of Alex and Jamie. Embrace every opportunity to be patient, to listen, to forgive, and to give selflessly. Let the scriptures be your guide, and know that with every act of true love, you are building a legacy that can weather any storm, a legacy that, like the promise of that quiet chapel, will shine brightly through all the seasons of your life.